What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, well, I'm recording this, I don't know, maybe 7-ish hours after the presale has begun, so we are still very much in the beginning of this presale, and I want to say emphatically that I believe this sale or this pre-sale is already a massive success. Now, I had laid out a target for the entire pre-sale. I said if we do 200 to 250,000 as a pre-sale before everything else comes out and all of that, I think that will be good. It's going to extend the runway a couple of months, get us to the middle of summer for just cash on hand, not even other assets that the team owns. And I think that's more than enough time for Matt to come in through the end of the year and then early next year, the team to really plan out what they're trying to do, Matt to go chase down some funding. And we've already essentially hit that. The DAO has made back its money. And Matt today, during the live stream of the pre-sale, gave his target. I had not heard this anywhere else in terms of like a pre-sale target. He said that, the goal was 250,000 packs through the entirety of the 30 days, right? So obviously we are very close to that. You can see there's only 254,000 packs of the 500,000. So we've sold 246,000 packs. We are pretty much there, and we're only 7 hours into this. I have no doubt in my mind that we are going to continue to sell more. We'll hit that 250 pretty easily. Again, I don't want to necessarily make predictions here in terms of where I think that this is going to go. I don't want to emphatically say like, hey, we're going to sell out of this. It's still another 250,000 packs. And you guys have to remember that with the amount of packs purchased, right? It's like $800,000 worth of value with DEC at peg, 800,000 to $1 million. Obviously, there's it's probably closer to 800,000 just due to the fact that there was a lot of bonus packs thrown in. But this is, this just shows, I think, a lot of the confidence that the community has in what we're doing. And I will say this, I think obviously 250,000 should be relatively easy. I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm kind of comfortable saying that I think we can easily make it to 300, just because I know, and I keep hearing or keep seeing in the chat that there were many of the 10K plus purchasers that haven't even jumped in yet. Now, I don't know what they're waiting for, unless who knows, but maybe there's kind of a gamification of the top 6 for the summoners, or the top 30 for the what's that called, the legendary titles, or even like the top 100, right? Epic titles, top 250. So this is going to play out over the next couple of weeks, maybe next couple of days, who knows, but next couple of weeks. And so I'm not too worried about it. I would say at this point, I think the team probably feels comfortable. I feel comfortable. Not that my opinion matters, but I just want to put it out there that we hit the goal that I kind of set out. And now I feel much more comfortable in terms of like where the team is at from a, just from a runway standpoint, from a community sentiment standpoint. Like we should, hopefully, assuming the team is good with their timelines now, we should be getting land right around the corner in November, right? This is the goal that Matt has set out. So far, Matt has put a couple of different timelines out there, and I want to hold him to it. Yes, we've been burned in the past, but I'm trying, I want to be able to give Matt kind of a clean slate. And if he's thinking that we can get it out in November, if he's thinking that we can get Rebellion out on December 5th, I mean, there's a lot between now and the end of the year. It's 75 days, less than 75 days when you think about it. And if you take a look at what this has done for the rest of the ecosystem, right? We have DEC much closer to peg now. We're only about, 5 or 6% off of that. We have vouchers that have jumped, 50%, going from 2.3 cents to 3.4, 3.5 cents. Actually, they might have even topped out close to 4 cents at some point. Obviously, now the voucher situation is, we're going to keep on printing more, and the demand for packs is kind of done. But if you saw my previous video, Matt is approaching vouchers very differently than he did before, and I'm excited about the fact that vouchers are going to become an access token once again, a VIP type token rather than a discount or coupon token. So obviously, the one big lagging thing here is SPS, and we're continuing to see it fall. But keep in mind, SPS, just like vouchers, are getting printed at a stupidly high rate for a bunch of things that aren't even live yet. Land, tower defense, node licenses, right? So all these things, the SPS dilution or inflation, whatever you want to call it, is still very high. And at the end of the day, even without those, SPS is the reward token for playing the game. You get it for rank rewards, you get it for brawls, you get it for tournaments. So when people want to take those rewards and turn them into something else, even if it's staying within the game, right? If they want to turn it into DEC or they want to turn it into credits to go buy cards, that's all sell pressure on SPS. And I don't, we're not necessarily going to overcome that, because that is on top of the investors out there who are taking the LP rewards and no license rewards and tower defense rewards, whatever it is, and then immediately selling that, trying to get some ROI back on their investment. So it's going to take a while until we get to a much better place. But you look at where we're at in terms of, DEC being at PEG, and then I actually want to show you this here, and I'll try to dig into this into a future video once the dust settles a little bit more. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Once the dust settles a little bit more on the pre-sale. But one of the things that's awesome here, if you remember, this SL Hive, right? This SL Hive account is the bridge for Hive Engine. And this was over 1.2 billion in the not too distant past. I was waiting for it to get below 1 billion, and we have gone way lower. We're lower than 800 million at this point. There is not a lot of liquid DEC out there. So that's not to say that I don't think DEC can start to drift and maybe go down again. People who are earning it from rentals maybe want to take some profit, extract from the game, or go buy other things. So again, I'm not saying that it's a perfect situation, but there's a lot less for us to deal with. We pulled in a lot of DEC from other chains, BNB and the Ethereum chains. And even better, we got 675 million DEC tokens locked up in the DAO now. So overall, I would say that the pre-sale has accomplished the modest goals that it has, or that it had, I should say. And now we're on to the stretch goals. I mean, if this is something that can sell 300, 400,000, maybe even fully sell out by the last 30 days, or I guess it is, 30 days, it's that's going to be awesome. And here's the best part of it all, right? If land is in the mix, if town halls and town squares are in the mix, and there's a cool kind of, we'll call it eye candy or teasers or stuff that the team is able to provide during those town halls, that could get people to buy a little bit more. That could get me maybe to buy some packs, right? But at the end of the day, I just want to give a shout out, congratulate the team. I think that this has been quite a success so far. Obviously, I didn't have much doubt that we wouldn't be able to have, a relatively successful pre-sale launch with such modest goals. But at the end of the day, we were able to do it, right? We as a community came together, the team did it. Now it goes back to them. Now it truly is on them, right? They asked for our help. We did it. Now it's time for them to deliver. We want land. We want Rebellion. We want Soulkeep. These are all the things that we have been waiting for, right? Some of them since the summer, some of them since June. So here we go. It's going to be a fun ride between now and the end of the year, and I'm actually very excited for what 2024 could bring. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, how you're feeling about this. If you're feeling good, bad, do you feel like you missed out? I mean, obviously you can still buy packs, but I'm curious to know how people across the spectrum, right? Those who are super hyped for Rebellion are feeling, and those who are not hyped, those who have been throwing a lot of salt in the chat lately and in the comments. I'm wondering if you look at this and if this has changed your opinion, or you're going to come in and be like, they didn't sell out, it's a fail. Again, I want to know why you think it's a fail, because again, the goals set by the team and myself were relatively modest, but I'd love to hear from you either way. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.